Chris Freightman may very well be my favorite new Cars diecast of 2024. For one simple reason. He's a blank tow truck. For years and years and years, you probably all know this, I've been waiting for the Cars diecast line to just make blank versions of typical service vehicles from the real world. Blank police cars, blank tow trucks, blank fire trucks, and the Cars on the Road episode Trucks gave us a lot of blank vehicles like that for the first time ever. With Chris Freightman, of course, being one of them. I am so excited that the Cars diecast line has finally, after 18 years, just given us a blank tow truck. Tow trucks aren't all that common in the Cars series, other than Mater, of course. The only other ones we've gotten are Race Tow Truck Tom and a few variants of him, and also Towin' Owen back in 2014, who's probably the closest to a regular tow truck we've gotten, but he, of course, is a European tow truck, and Chris Freightman here is a modern American tow truck. This is going to be so useful for my Cars series. This is going to be so useful for my Cars collection, for people's Cars collections in general. Well, Trucks is probably my least favorite episode of Cars on the Road. The background characters it gives makes it one of the best in terms of potential for the diecast line. And the two releases we've gotten so far, Adam Rodriguez and Chris Freightman, have consistently been some of my favorite new releases in the Cars diecast line as of late. Another great thing about Chris Freightman, he's a single. Yeah, despite his size, the fact that we don't have the deluxe line right now means that a car this big gets to be released as a single. I paid $3.72 for this at Walmart. He's like the same size as Towin' Owen from 2014, who was a deluxe. As you can see, he's got a pretty big bubble, even next to Tony Motorfelt, who's a repaint of Roscoe, who also would have been deluxe any other year. So, you know, while a lot of people are upset that the deluxes are gone for the time being, myself included, it's really made Mattel force us to get larger characters in a smaller, cheaper packaging. And I'm so glad they're doing that without sacrificing the size of the characters. Chris Freightman still gets to be in scale, and we all get to spend less money to buy him. It's a total win on our end. All we lose is the deluxe line. But again, larger vehicles we do get now get to be singles. Interesting trade-off. Anyway, guys, welcome back to another review. Today, we're finally going to be taking a look at Chris Freightman. I haven't found new cars in my stores in months. It's been an absolute disaster. I've been lucky enough to have a bunch of cars that I found online recently, or that were sent to me by Robin Tailspider, or that I got for my birthday back in May to review. So I've consistently had a bunch of new reviews coming out, but I've still been going out to stores every week, finding nothing at all. It's been terrible recently, but I was so excited to see Tony Motorfelt and Chris Freightman at my Walmart today. So today we're reviewing Chris, tomorrow we're reviewing Tony, then after that we'll return to the typical review schedule. I think the next item before this, and before I found these two, was Bindo, so we'll get back to the regular review schedule afterwards with the birthday haul cars and the Robin haul cars and the other few miscellaneous items that I have to review. But whenever I find new items, I always make sure to prioritize them. Anyway, as you can see, we've got new for 2024 there. Some very nice artwork of him. I'm just so excited to open this guy, guys. I don't even know what to say. As seen in Cars on the Road with the Ghost Tractor, who I took a look at a few months ago. Deputy Hazard with Slime, who I unfortunately haven't found yet. Haven't found Cave Mater either, but I have found President Mater, Space Creature McQueen, and the Quadrotorposaur. Reviewed all of those within the past few months. Now let's crack this guy out of the package here. Be free, Chris Freightman! Be free! There he is. Look at this. This is huge! This is an absolutely massive item. He is significantly larger in some areas than Towin' Owen was. Wow! And he's a single. Look at that. What a world we live in, huh? Real quick, let me just grab a random Mater off my shelf. Which one did I get? Oh, Mater with duct tape. Okay. Okay, so Mater's actually taller. Chris is wider, longer, but Mater is actually a bit taller. He does have a taller tow hook apparatus. Any other year, this guy would be a deluxe. Any other year other than last year, where they also didn't have deluxes, I guess. Absolutely love the bright yellow color scheme on him here. I think the only thing about this entire item I don't like are the eyelids. shade of yellow here does not line up with the rest of him. Unfortunately, the eye plate's inconsistent with the paint job on the rest of him, but I can forgive that. It's not a big deal. It's actually a bit more apparent on camera, I feel, than it is off camera. Very nice design here. Maybe this could have been a bit shinier, but I don't mind at all. It's got sort of this nice gunmetal gray plastic color. I think maybe it looks a little too plasticky. Like I said, could be a bit shinier, but I don't care. He's supposed to be sort of a dingy tow truck, right? Not really a dingy tow truck. He just looks like a regular tow truck, which is what I like about this item so much. He's got a few scuffs on him, but he's not over the top rusted like so many Cars characters are. There are no logos on him, which is really, really nice. He's not racing adjacent. Of course, he in the show does reuse the model of the Cars 3 piston cup tow truck, whose name is Herb Kerbler for some reason, same as one of the racers in Cars 3, of course. So now that we have the mold, people are really hoping that we get Herb at some point soon, and yeah, you better do it. Just please change his name. I think probably the only thing holding them back is his name at this point, right? You've got a nice light bar up here, very nicely detailed grille and everything. Look at that, this looks so good. Have a little bit of dirt speckling on the sides. Again, not too much, just a realistic amount. If I had it my way, I probably wouldn't have included the dirt detailing at all, but it works, it makes sense. And you know, like I said before, so many Cars characters are so over the top with the rust detailing or the dirt detailing. It's nice to get some much more subtle detailing, some more honestly realistic detailing that a tow truck would be a little scuffed up or a little dirty like this. Got some very nice wheels there, and here's a nice look at the whole towing apparatus. Got all the pieces you would expect to see. I believe these are spare tires, I want to say. Probably not. I'm not fully up on my tow truck lore. Either that or they're part of the winch system, but I've definitely seen those on tow trucks before. And man, I love how well detailed this is. This is insane. Look at this. It looks like his license plate is over here, and also insanely scuffed. Is that just mine? It looks like it says maybe H0106, but yeah, it's typical for utility vehicles like this to have their license plates in a different place. If you also have Chris Freightman, please let me know if your license plate is all damaged like that for whatever reason. But yeah, I love the attention to detail there. I always say I love getting modern American vehicles in the Cars diecast line, which is strangely a rarity. And this is perfect. This looks like something I might see on the road in my daily life, you know? And I think that's amazing. The detailing here is absolutely beautiful with the whole system for the tow truck. Of course, this part is actually attached to the base, so no, it doesn't come off the hook, but I don't mind that at all. I love how he has this whole big apparatus, because again, that's typically how modern tow trucks look, to allow them to, put this, under the car to help lift them up and everything. Maybe you would have preferred if he just had the hook, but I definitely don't mind this part being here. Again, it really helps sell the image of him being a modern American tow truck. I'm just gonna let the camera rest on this for a minute, because this is just like a marvel of Cars diecast engineering. This is genuinely beautifully done. Insanely impressed by this. Look at this. There's even like little dirt scuffing on the inside, some little texturing detail. You got the caution stripes on the back. This is just one insanely well put together item here. No qualms, no complaints. Oh look, they used regular screws for his back. That is not very common, huh? This looks great. No complaints. Easily one of my favorite items of 2024, if not my favorite item. You guys did good. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.